This is Stanley. Yesterday, he told us which of these three women he picked as his date. Today, we'll meet her and find out what happened on their date. And this is Bill. He's a former college football player who says he's really a romantic at heart. Which of these women did he choose? Which will our audience choose? Today on Love Connection, you'll find out who they pick, who the audience picks, and everything that happened on their dates. Now, here's the host of Love Connection, Chuck Woolery.
Welcome to Love Connection, where we've got a new way for singles to meet, and here's how it works. We've compiled a videotape library of more than 1,000 attractive and available single people. We select some of those singles and show them 3 videotapes. They choose the one they're most attracted to and go out on a date. Then they come here and they tell us what happened on their date. Now, to begin with, let's meet a man who selected a date from our video library. He's from Milwaukee, and he enjoys cooking and reading, and he says most men are insensitive. Please welcome, again, Stanley Ottenstein. Stanley? Yeah, the third time this time.
Yes.
Yeah, nice to see you. Listen, Stanley, why do you say that most men are insensitive?
Well, that's what all the women in my life tell me, so...
In what way?
Being agreeable.
Insensitive to what?
Well, to their feelings, to their needs and wants.
Do you feel like you're sensitive?
Well, I consider myself to be a sensitive guy, yeah.
Yeah. Would you say that most of your dates are successful?
Yes, most of them are.
All right, now, why don't we bring everybody up to date on what happened yesterday? Now, we showed our audience 3 choices, and they voted on the one that they thought would be best for Stanley. Let's take a look at them again, okay? First, there was Joyce, a 32-year-old film assistant. Then Adele, she's a 30-year-old photographer. And finally, there was Lisa, she's 31, and she's a gemologist. Now, the audience vote was recorded yesterday, and we'll get to that a little bit later. But right now, Stanley, why don't you remind everybody else who you chose?
I chose Lisa.
Chose Lisa, okay. And on Love Connection, we get both sides of the story. We ask our couples not to speak to each other after their date, and I guess you guys haven't done that.
No.
Good. Okay, Lisa's backstage. Let's say hello to Lisa Olson. Hey, Lisa. Lisa, since you didn't get to see Stanley, he got to see you. What was your first impression of him?
Well, when I first looked at him, I said to myself, I don't judge people by their looks. Looks aren't that important to me. I was interested in his sensitivity and his potential more than his looks.
Well, let's hear all about what happened, Stanley.
Well, I arrived...
Be honest
at her...
now, Stanley.
Always. I'm always honest. I arrived at her apartment. She chastised me. I was a couple minutes late, I guess. And I was...
How late was it?
A few minutes, but I had all my friends waiting to check him out for peer approval, you see.
Oh, gee.
She had friends from all over the world.
From all
Some
over the
people
world?
had just stopped by from the Galapagos Islands. On the phone, when I spoke to her on the phone, she told me that she traveled all over the state doing sales in a 14-year-old car. So I brought her, I was carrying a box of flowers, and I brought her 2 roses and a fan belt for a car.
That's very funny. Why a fan belt?
Well, I figured roses would, you know, wilt in a couple of days, but a fan belt's good for 20,000 miles.
Lisa, what did your friends think of Stanley?
They completely adored him. They loved him. They got out wine. She made hors d'oeuvres, Esther, and they wanted him to stay. They didn't want us to leave to go out to dinner.
Nice. That's nice. What happened next?
We went and ate a wonderful restaurant along the beach. We were late for our reservation, and Lisa, I pulled into the parking lot. There was no place to park, so Lisa got out of the car, went into the restaurant, went right up to the front of the line. In front of everyone else, we had an 8 o'clock reservation, and so did a lot of other people, and she got us seated immediately. We ordered wine, we ordered dinner. We had good conversation. We talked about my previous date from the Love Connection.
What happened next?
Well, I had forgotten. I paid the check, and I had forgotten that I had a 2-for-1 coupon.
What?
For that restaurant.
For that particular restaurant?
That particular restaurant. Just so happened I had a 2-for-1 coupon. And I didn't know whether to bring it up or not, and I forgot to bring it up, and I paid the check, and then I brought it up at the end of the meal, and I told Lisa, and she said, well, you should have, you know, it doesn't bother me. You should have, you should have brought it up. So I gave it to her to use another time.
Great. You guys ever go out again, you can go back and you can use the coupon, right? Perfect. How did this date end?
Well, Lisa is involved in a lot of different kinds of training, sensitivity training, so we hugged a lot at the end of the night.
Oh, that's nice.
And that was how it ended.
Did you ever kiss or anything? Come on, Lisa.
What's wrong with a kiss? Did you ever kiss? Well, let's see. Let's time to see who the audience voted for. Let's take a look over here, okay, Stanley? Joyce, 39%. Boy. Well, Stanley, we picked up the tab for your first date. We'll pick it up for Joyce if you want to go out with her.
I don't think so. I really would like to go out with Lisa again.
You really liked Lisa, didn't you? I can see why. Lisa, is that okay with you?
That's fine.
You got to take him home to your friends again.
Right.
Well, come on out here and meet him on stage. We're not going to talk about kissing anymore, okay? It's not a bad taste. I'm just curious whether you kissed or not. I'd like to kiss and stuff.
Well, you'll never find out, John.
I'll never know.
We don't kiss and tell.
Okay. We have a nice gift for both of you. Thank you for coming on the show and sharing your date. It was a lot of fun. Enjoyed seeing you. Listen, we're going to come right back with another couple in just a minute. Stay with us.
This time, we're going to meet a man who chose a date from our video library. He was raised in Kansas City. He's a former athlete, but these days he's playing softball with women. Please welcome Bill Syme.
Thank you.
You can move that purple pillow so you can get closer over here. You won't be out of left field, so to speak.
Great.
Is this real softball we're talking about with these girls?
Well, it's real softball. This is a co-ed team out of the department that I work for with the company I'm with. And we play one night a week, and it's really a lot of fun.
Slow pitch, fast pitch?
Slow pitch, slow pitch. The girls have to play slow pitch.
Yeah, I've seen some women who play fast pitch
I
that
have
are
seen
really
some
good.
women's team play fast pitch that would put a lot of men team might play onto
That's
shame.
right, yeah.
They are great.
Did you ever date the shortstop or the left fielder?
Well, as a matter of fact, I am the shortstop, so that'd be a little tough.
Yeah, well,
But I
that's okay.
propositioned the catcher one time.
Well, now that we know a little about you, Bill, Bill was shown videotapes and questionnaires of 3 women. We're going to show you a portion of the tapes that he saw. Now, audience, watch very closely because we're going to ask you to pick the woman that you think's best for Bill, okay? First, there was Susan. Susan says she's very frank, but not judgmental, and here's why she prefers dating divorced men.
It's like they've been through a marriage, they're wise from it. People that go through a marriage come out and there's something that changes them. Not getting in marriage, but getting out of marriage does something to you.
Next, there was Holiday. Now, she loves to be with people, but here's one time it just didn't work out for her.
And I went to a party with this boyfriend I had at the time, a fraternity party for all ages. And I was wearing a long beige dress, and I didn't realize at the back my underwear, polka dot underwear, showed through purple polka dot for the whole evening. I was humiliated by that.
Finally, you watch Manon. Now, she says the 2 words that describe her best are adaptable and balanced, and she likes doing a man's job as well.
I love to work on cars. I kind of pride myself in the fact that I call the automobile club to change tires, and it takes me so long to get there, so I just, get the things out and change it myself by the time I get there. I guess that's women's lib or something.
Now, before we find out who Bill chose as his date, let's see all 3 of these ladies once again, okay? First, there was Susan. She's 27 and an educational therapist. Then Holiday. She's a psychologist, and she's 29. Finally, Manon. She works in public relations, and she's 31. Okay, audience, it's time to vote again. Who do you think is the best lady for Bill? Here in the studio and at home, too. Please make your choice right now, okay? We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll meet the woman that Bill selected and hear everything that happened on their date. You stay with us, and we'll find out together.
Eczema isn't fair, and it isn't your fault. But with Ebglyss, people with moderate to severe eczema can have real results, like skin that's still more clear at 1 year.
Don't use if you're allergic to Ebglyss. Allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Eye problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Ask your doctor about once-monthly Ebglyss.
Hello everyone, I'm Julie Sweet. Welcome to another edition of Reinvented with Accenture. Today is a very special episode. Normally, we're talking about reinventing a company. Today, we're talking about reinventing a country.
Payments have to be fast, they have to be secure, they have to be convenient, and they have to be inclusive. Those are things which are not negotiable. And when you think about it, there is no single commercial transactions which doesn't rely on a payment at some point.
With 19 hotel brands at IHG Hotels and Resorts, you can guest how you guest. Explore the neighborhood. Or live like a local at Hotel Indigo. Unplug for the day. Or plunge into a long weekend at a Holiday Inn. Take on Miami, Mexico City, Minneapolis, or any Holiday Inn Express destination. Choose from 19 IHG hotel brands and earn points for free nights with IHG One Rewards.
Are your ears blocked? Nobody likes that feeling. Thankfully, there's a safe and simple way to clear them.
Whether it's from allergies, flying, or a cold when your ears won't clear, Eustachi is here. Eustachi uses a gentle airflow while you swallow, helping your Eustachian tubes do their job. All natural, drug-free, and easy to use anytime, anywhere.
Eustachi is a proven solution for ear congestion, and it is safe for the whole family.
Get yours today, because in the air, it's too late.
In a little while, we're going to find out who the audience picked, but right now, let's find out who Bill selected. Okay, Bill? Who'd you pick?
Well, you know, Chuck, it was really a tough decision because all the ladies were really lovely, but it came down to two things that I thought were just outstanding, and I ended up picking Manon.
Manon?
Yes.
Now, on Love Connection, we get both sides of the story. Manon is backstage, so let's say hello to Manon Gostring. Gosting. That got it. Manon Gostring, right? Hi, Manon.
Hi.
What was your first impression when you saw Bill?
Tall. Really tall.
He is. How tall are you, Bill?
6'2".
What else happened now? Where did you go and what did you do? And
Well, we started out kind of indecisively because I had said we'd do something and then we couldn't do that. So I suggested that we go out to the roaring waters to the water slide, and I thought that would be a lot of fun.
Now, one of those great big, like...
One of those great big twisty, turny,
100-foot jobs that
up
go...
and down, round the corner, and boom, into the pool of water.
Manon, what did you think about the water slide?
Well, he told me that we were going to go flying to Catalina, and the night before said, oh, we can't do that. So I had my heart set on flying to Catalina. The next thing I heard, I'm going down a water slide. Not the same thing.
No, I wouldn't think so.
But you have to be changeable. See, that was the whole thing.
Did she adjust okay like a trooper?
Oh, she did. She adjusted great. We got in the car and drove out there and had a great conversation.
I pouted the whole way.
You what?
I pouted the whole way.
We pouted excellently because I didn't know that you were pouting at all. And
why didn't you just tell Bill you didn't want to go?
I cannot stand women who will not go in the water and get their hair wet. So that was finally the thing. After we stood there for an hour and a half, that finally convinced me that, yes.
Yeah. So she changed clothes?
So, well, no, not exactly. She didn't exactly change clothes. We're standing in line and we're looking at this, and all of a sudden she notices she has nylons on.
With her bathing suit?
And I thought, well, that's okay. I figured she'd go in and change her clothes.
Well, that was
no
because I thought we were going shopping.
So we're sitting there, and she asked me if I have a pair of scissors. And I said, no, but I happen to have this knife. A knife, she says. I said, yes. So she just reached up and went and cut the nylons off.
So when I asked if he had scissors, he pulls out this thing like a dagger. And I was a little worried why he had
that must have made you feel real secure, right?
Right.
Did you have a good time? Did you like it?
I did, but while we were standing in line there, I saw these small planes that were flying overhead, and I kept thinking, I'd rather be flying.
I'd rather be on a plane to Catalina than this. Oh, that's funny.
It was great.
What happened next now?
Well, then, after she's wet, and we're both wet and looking like we just got out of a swimming pool, we walked around and enjoyed some of the other sights, and then I said, well, let's go out to dinner. She said, good. Looking like this. I said, well, we can change clothes, that's no problem. She said, well, where do you want to go? I said, well, I have a great place. I said, we can go back to my house. I live on the beach, and you can change your clothes there. I told her to bring and change clothes, and she did. So we went back to my house, and we got showered, and everything was going along great, and she says, well, how am I going to fix my hair? And I said, well, I have a blow dryer. Doesn't everybody have a blow dryer? She says, well, but I need curlers. I went, well, here's one bachelor that doesn't keep curlers around his house. So,
anything else we should know before we find out who the audience voted for?
Well, we went to dinner, had a very nice dinner, enjoyed some wine and a lot of nice conversation and touching, and she pouts very beautifully because I had no idea she was pouting. Stayed at dinner for a long time, and then I ended up taking her home.
Sounds like a good day. You want to take a look to see who the audience voted for?
Sure, I'd love to see who the audience
let's
picked.
see who they picked, okay? Susan, 42%. Okay, Bill, now we picked up the tab for your date with Manon. If you want to go out with Susan, we'll be happy to pick up that tab.
You know, Chuck, it's a tough decision, but I really had a good time with Manon, and I'd like to stick with her.
That's great. Okay, Manon, is that all right with you?
Do I get a plane ride?
You get a plane ride for sure.
Great, I'll go.
All right, come on out, then. You guys give me a hug and everything. Come on over and sit down here. You play softball, Manon?
I don't play it, but I love to watch it.
Good balance.
Those are the best kind of fans. What more can you ask for?
That's right. Now, where are you going on your next date?
On a plane ride.
I promised you a plane ride, so we're definitely going on a plane ride this time.
You guys have a good time. We have a nice gift for both of you. I want to thank you both for being on the show. Thank you very much.
Hey, Chuck, thank you very much.
We're going to come right back in just a minute with another couple. Hang in there.
We'll be right back with more of Love Connection.
Okay, we're back. This time we're going to meet a woman who chose a date from our video library. She hates to do housework, and she likes to keep a little distance on the first date. Please welcome Robbie Robinson.
Come sit down right here. Yeah. Is it a strict rule not to get friendly on the first date?
It depends on the person.
So it's not a strict rule.
Well, not exactly, not always. Just sometimes it's strict.
Uh-huh. Why do you hate to do housework? I mean, nobody really likes to do it, but you sounds like you really hate it.
Are you kidding? It's boring.
What if you get
I'm
married?
not the housewife type.
Oh, I was going to say, well, my next question was, what are you going to do when you get married? Who's going to do the housework then? The cooking and the cleaning and all that?
I tell you what, we'll equalize it. He'll do half and I'll do half. But if he doesn't want to do it, then he can have someone do it for us. And if he doesn't want to do that, then I'll get a divorce. I'll get rid of him. What the heck?
Sounds like a premarital agreement to me.
I'll tell you this before I hook up with him, you know?
All right, now we know a little about you. We're going to show you a portion of the tapes that Robbie saw. Now remember, you're going to vote again, okay? First it was Gregory. He likes to play basketball and watch horror movies. And when it comes to women, here's his technique.
With most women, they're kind of wary. They look at you and like, wait a minute, is this guy trying to pick me up, or is he just being friendly, or what? And I think the trick is not to let them know that you're trying to pick them up.
Next there was Robert. Now Robert doesn't like small talk, and he thinks that maybe he got married a little too young.
For some reason, right after you get married, they just came out of the woodwork. You know, I mean, it's unreal. You know? Where were you when I was single, you know? So that type of thing happened.
Okay, and finally, you watch George. Now, George is from Philadelphia. He's into photography, and he won't date too many women at the same time.
I know they say variety is the spice of life, but too much spice to give you indigestion. But no, I try and keep myself to not more than 3. If I'm going to date more than 1, I'd say not more than 1.
Now, before we find out who Robbie chose as their date, let's see all 3 of these gentlemen again, okay? First, there was Gregory. He's a sound engineer, and he's 26. Then Robert, he's a 36-year-old psychiatrist. And finally, George, he's a stage manager, and he's 32. Okay, audience, time to vote again. Who do you think is the best for Robbie? Here in the studio and at home, too, please make your choice right now. Now, in a little while, we're going to find out who the audience picked, but right now, let's find out who Robbie selected, okay? Robbie? Who just select?
I picked Robert.
Robert?
Yes.
Boy, Robbie, Robertson, Robert. There's all kinds of Roberts here, yeah. Well, now, we always hear both sides of the story, and Robert's backstage, so let's say hello to Robert Perry. Hi, Robert. Robbie said that she doesn't like to get too physical on the first date. Did she mention that to you?
Well, I'm a gentleman, and we didn't have that problem. We had a lot of fun.
All right, Robert. Robbie?
Well, excellent. She was great.
How'd you start off?
Okay, first we went sailing. Oh, he picked me up at my place at 4 o'clock in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went sailing, Marina del Rey.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first of all, I don't know anything about sailing,
Uh-huh.
but I pretended that I did.
So what hell? Now you sailed for a while, and you came back.
2 hours.
Then what did you do?
Okay, afterwards, then we went to my neighborhood and we went dancing. We watched a dance contest, a guy and girl dance contest, no stripping.
Thank you for telling me that.
And the girl got the guy with $50, and whoever won was a $50 shot, you know.
And that was a wild club, too, and a lot of people knew you there.
I go there all the time. They all
It was a
know me.
wild club.
So why is it a wild club?
Oh, gosh, they were jumping on tables. And
It's a Tennessee gin and cotton. It's a wonderful place. They have a disco. I don't know how many tables up there. I'm not one of those.
I enjoyed it. We closed the club. You know.
We did
close the joint at what time? 2 o'clock in the morning,
At 2 o'clock in the morning. We were just sitting there. We were drinking.
What'd
and
she
she
say?
comes up to us and she goes, "You two look like you're in love." I said, "That's impossible. I don't even know him." She looks, I said, "I don't mean it." She looks at me real funny. I said, "I don't mean it that way. I mean, I don't really know him." She says, "Oh, we were just sitting."
Oh, we were laughing and
Just
talking.
sitting there, minding your
No,
own.
we were watching the people.
Watching the people.
Dance? No, he didn't even touch me or anything. I mean,
Well,
he
we did a
wasn't
little
like
dancing
this
now.
with me and all like that. He was really nice. No, he was very nice. He's the nicest guy I've gone out with in a long time, and believe me, I've
Thank
gone
you.
out with lots of them. He's the best one. That's
Before we go-
Robert.
Okay, Robert, you're on. How did it
Give
end?
me a break.
Well, Robbie has a rather large couch, and
Extremely large.
it was very late when we got in. I said, why don't I just kind of crash here for the evening, since it's so late, and I had a long drive back to where I live. So I stayed on the couch and.
And I slept on the other side.
Yes, it was very. It was
I
gentleman
really
of
did. I slept in my clothes.
Hey, listen, I believe you. I mean, I
It's true.
wouldn't.
It's all
I mean,
true.
I think
You know
that's what you did.
We were even too tired to do anything, and we were.
Oh.
If we wanted to, we wouldn't be able to. A couple of drinks, and I didn't sleep for 2 days. Hey, man, I was out of the business.
Let's go right straight to the audience vote here. What do you think? See who they pick. They picked George at 42%. Well, Robbie, we picked up the tab for the first date. Now, we'll pick up the tab for the second date if you want to go out with George. Would
No,
you?
I don't want to go out with George. There's nothing against George. I want to go out with Robert here.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Robert, it's okay with you. Come on out.
Yeah.
Well, if you sit down, please, just a second. Let me ask you something. You say that this is, Robbie, this is for you especially. Do you say this is kind of a typical first date for you?
I would never do it again with anyone else.
Well, it was
But I
built on
trust
trust.
you.
I would say it was built on trust because you trusted me with the boat, and and
The
we were
whole
out
bit.
there the whole. Yeah.
And if it had turned over, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
swim. I
So it was.
You guys just carry on. I tell you what. That's our show for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more singles trying to make the love connection. I'm Chuck Muller. I'll see you.
Some guests on Love Connection will receive one of the following. Jovan Musk. Drop for drop, Jovan Musk has brought together more men and women than any other fragrance in history. Try it today and see for yourself. Jovan Musk. Or a tote bag from Pan American World Airways. Across the country and around the world, serving 6 continents, 47 countries, and over 110 cities. Pan Am, you can't beat the experience. Or hooray for Raisinets. Now you can enjoy the all-time favorite movie candies at home. Goobers and Snowcaps, too. Hooray for Raisinets. Or new Glade Spin Fresh Air Freshener. Continuous bathroom freshness plus an automatic burst of fragrance when you spin it. New Glade Spin Fresh. This is Robbie, speaking for Love Connection.